Treacherous conditions on the roads. Cars slipping and sliding. Ice starting to build up. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sandra Bookman.
And I'm Joe Torres. The conditions are getting worse throughout the night.
And much of the area now seeing freezing rain, and that is coating streets and sidewalks. New York City's Department of Sanitation has 500 salt spreaders out tackling the roads tonight. But you need to be extra cautious and take it slow out there.
Let's head over to meteorologist Jeff Smith for the latest on this storm. Jeff?
And that is the big problem right now, raining with a temperature of 32. And even when that temperature goes up to 33 or 34, it's been so cold for so long that all these surfaces are freezing or below, so the rain will be freezing on contact and creating a sheet of ice overnight. Winter storm warnings in effect for much of central and southern New Jersey right through 6 a.m. We have a winter weather advisory in effect for the rest of the area right through 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Check out the radar right now. There's that rain-snow line, but in between the rain and the snow, you have the sleet and the freezing rain affecting the 5 boroughs of New York City onto western Long Island, much of central New Jersey. The area is still getting snow. You basically have to head up to Westchester County in points north and west. Snowfall that we had before the changeover, JFK leading the list in New York, 4.5 inches. Parkchester in the Bronx, 3.7, about 3 inches in Central Park. Marlborough Township in Monmouth County, New Jersey, checking in with 5 inches before they changed over early this evening. Wilton, Connecticut, about 4.5 inches. Temperatures, again, right around freezing in the park all the way out onto the island. You have risen above freezing in places like Belmar, Toms River, and Montauk. Those have changed over to just plain old rain, but you're stuck in the 20s areas north and west. So if you're getting snow right now, it'll probably mix with and change to sleet and freezing rain if you haven't changed over already. It'll change to rain at the immediate coast, right near the beaches. All that precipitation comes to an end right around dawn tomorrow morning, and even overnight. The intensity of the precipitation will relax a little bit, but travel will be sloppy and slippery right through tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow we actually raise temperatures into the 40s for a few hours before the next Arctic blast comes in tomorrow night. We'll detail that in your full AccuWeather forecast coming up. Guys, we'll send it back into you.
All right, thank you, Jeff. As we said, the road conditions very slick and icy tonight. In Queens, this van crashed and flipped onto its side. Witnesses on the scene say the driver appeared to have hit a patch of ice. No one was hurt.
More of the same in New Jersey. Emergency crews there have been busy all night responding to accidents along the roads and the highways. Drivers really need to exercise caution as the sleet continues into the night. Eyewitness News reporter AJ Ross is live in Englewood tonight with much more. AJ?
Joe, it really hasn't let up here in Jersey. As you mentioned, first snow, then sleet, now rain, making for a very nasty slush mix along major roadways like Route 4 here, as well as the secondary streets. Now, some plows came through a short time ago, giving this roadway a much-needed makeover because it was messy when we first got here. But in other areas, you can't see lanes, you can't stop, and it's a tough lesson a lot of drivers learned the hard way tonight. Relentless snow and icy roads suddenly rendered many helpless behind the wheel.
I'm just waiting for roadside assistance here. Stuck on the concrete, so.
Caught on a snow-covered exit ramp along Route 17 South, this man's advice to others out on the road tonight:
just drive slow. That's all it's about. Slow and 2 hands on the wheel.
Call it a cautionary tale. This couple also experienced firsthand along the Palisades Parkway. Other drivers we talked to say both the major roads and side roads are hit and miss, and people should really just take their time.
They're a little bit slick. Some are plowed, some are not plowed. Some are salted, some are not salted. So you just have to be very careful.
They're pretty bad. It's really slippery and there's a lot of slush. So people are driving like really carefully. But it's really bad out.
At one point, there were 3 active accidents along this stretch of highway, with Old Man Winter delivering a solid 1-2 punch. Dozens of plows tried to counter the attack, spraying salt in rotating shifts.
Don't drive. Don't stay home, everyone. Okay.
And the plows will definitely be continuing to work overnight. We just got sprayed ourselves here along Route 4 as they went through another pass, but we've been urging drivers, really take this serious. Please use caution, go slower. If you don't have to go out, don't go out at all. Along Route 4 in Englewood, I'm AJ Ross, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Advice we hope everyone will follow. Thank you, AJ. The snow is being blamed for 2 manhole fires earlier this evening in Manhattan. Con Edison says it was likely a mix of road salt and water that sparked the electrical fires under 3rd Avenue. One was near 56th Street, the other 53rd. Some lanes had to be closed while FDNY and utility crews responded. Fortunately, no buildings in those areas lost power and there were no injuries. The snow and slippery conditions did not stop people from getting outside on this Saturday. It was beautiful out there in Central Park. Folks were out and about, taking in the very picturesque scene.
And a similar scene in the Bronx, where people were going about their daily errands despite the steady downfall of snow today. We want to thank our viewers who sent us tons of photos during this latest winter storm. We want to see the conditions in your area, so keep the pictures and the videos coming. You can share them with us by using the hashtag ABC7NY. And remember, you can track this latest winter storm anytime with the AccuTrack Weather Alert app.
New at 11, a shocking scene in Westchester County tonight. 2 teenage girls shot to death by their father, a retired White Plains police officer. He then turned the gun on himself. Their bodies discovered this morning at the family's home on Adelphi Avenue in Harrison. Eyewitness News reporter Lauren Glassberg